Yeah, you play fast, you get easy buckets off of that, and you know you get the other team out of it. You don't let them run their stuff.
Kevin had 27 points on just 12 shots. What did he do so well tonight?
He's like a silent assassin. I mean, he's on the floor. He's just out of nowhere. He's right next to the rim. So I like the way he was being aggressive today. You know, he made almost all his shots. It felt like, and it's just great having a weapon like that on the floor.
You came off the bench the first half, started the second. Any preference with those for you?
That's not a preference. I mean, we don't even know what our real lineup's going to be right now. He's just trying out different things. During practice, that's how it really starts. You know, he has that group, then the second group is what you see. So we switch it up all the time. So we're not sure what our main group is. I don't really have a preference on that. I think I just come in the game and bring my energy.
How has your game developed from last year to this year?
I think I'm more mature when I'm on the floor. Like I know what I'm doing. I have more of a purpose when I'm on the floor, and I'm not just looking around trying to figure out where I fit in. Like I feel like I know what my purpose is when I'm on the floor.
As he's charted your progress, what have you worked on? What's been number one for him?
With Cal?
Yeah, as he's gotten your game better, what's the number one thing that you focused on?
Personally, I focused on myself. I focused on my body so I can sustain the level of competition. The physicality, the speed of the game. I think that's what I knew in the off season. That's one of the things that I focused on, and I know that's what Cal demands from this type of team. Defense, rebound. So you can run the floor and get easy buckets out there. During the offense, you got to move a lot. So I just focus on my body. Just makes that easier for me.
What do you think about the defense overall there tonight?
The defense. I mean, I think we let them score a lot, more than we'd like to. I think we're going to see that in film, so tomorrow during practice we're probably going to get after that a lot.
Do you have a preference as far as starting or being like Mr. Energy sixth man? Is there one or the other you'd like to do more than?
I mean, there's no preference in that. I just want to be the best player I can be, so every day I'm going to bring my energy, and whether I end up starting or not, that doesn't have anything to do with how I'm going to come out onto the floor.
Do you prepare differently knowing if you're going to start or knowing if you're going to be coming out?
Nah, I mean, I got to be prepared at all times. That's one of the main things. You got to stay ready.
Wenyen, you may have been asked this already. The coach said he didn't have anybody who could go more than 2 or 3 minutes at a stretch, and you guys could play about an 18-minute
Say again?
Coach said that he didn't have anybody who could go more than 2 or 3 minutes at a stretch, and that about the best he could get out of you guys right now is an 18-minute game. Is the conditioning tough right now, or is he just trying to send a message to you guys?
I mean, personally, I feel like I can play longer than that. I think I'm in pretty good shape right now. But I think as a team overall, I agree with that. It's just different. We're in a different type of shape. We gotta get ready in a game level type of shape. So during practice, obviously, he has to do a lot of teaching. You make a mistake, he has to stop you and say, "Hey, that's not what we're doing." Then when you do what he wants you to do, he has to stop you there and tell you that's what we want right there. So I mean, it's hard with all that stopping during practice, but we need that since we're a young team right now. So it's only a matter of time before we get there.
Is conditioning a progression? Does it take time?
Yeah, it's a progression, definitely. You just get used to it. It's just an everyday process. Every day your body's going to get used to it. And you just got to focus on it.
What's the difference in conditioning, like in practice versus game shape? Is there no substitute for just playing in games? What's the difference between the two?
It's hard because in a game you don't get to just stop. It doesn't just stop. In the game you're going up and down a few possessions, and like during practice, like you can run 17s, but that's not the same as being in a game, stopping, going that way. Different type of cuts that we make during games. I mean, basketball is a real athletic sport. So.
Does adrenaline have anything to do with that too? Like maybe your adrenaline's going more in a real game than.
Yeah, I mean that's why a lot of times practice you gotta get yourself going so you can keep up with that level. So adrenaline, yeah, definitely plays a role in that.
Did I hear you say Kevin Knox is a silent assassin?
Silent assassin, definitely. 27, what'd you say, 12 shots he took? Yeah, that's impressive right there.
Why does that impress you?
Because he didn't need the ball in his hands the whole time for him to go get those 27 points. He ran the floor. He did all the little things that you need from it was all within our offense. So we didn't have to run plays towards him all the time for him to get those points. So